With the release of Scream 6, it's got me thinking about, have we really needed six Scream films? Personally, I've enjoyed all the Scream films. They're good horror films to watch if you don't like really scary films. I remember when the first Scream came out, I was about 13, and I thought this has been one of the better horror films that has come out in like the past 10 years. As a horror fan, I did really enjoy the first three Screams because the first three Screams came out within like 4 years of each other. It was 96, 97, and then 2000. And then just it stopped, and it's like, well, that it seemed like a great place to stop it. And then they brought out Scream 4 in 2011, and then it stopped again. And it's like, well, that was a good place to end it. And then in 2022, they decided to do a soft reboot as it was, but it still had a lot of the same characters. So it was just bringing in new characters to continue the franchise. And then they've brought out Scream 6. It's got me thinking about, do we really need this franchise to continue when all the stories have been told? They have said that this is going to be the last one, but they said that about Scream 5. They said that about Scream 4. They said that about Scream 3. The only ones they didn't say that they were going to end it with was the first one and the second one. The first and second ones had been planned. They didn't know they were going to do a third one. And then after the third one, it took them 11 years to actually come round to make the next one. The reason people flocked to Scream 4 is because of the nostalgia. After the fourth one, it was 11 years again before the fifth one. They decided, let's make Scream, we'll do it as a soft reboot so we can get some of the characters back and then continue it. And that was last year that they've done Scream 5. And then this year they've done Scream 6. Personally, I think the story was told after the first three films. I've enjoyed 4 and 5, but with the way Scream 5 was, it didn't really push the story forward. Are companies just making these films for money? Yes. But should they actually be trying to find new things rather than rehashing old things? It's like a conversation I had with my mum years ago, and she was complaining about all these old songs that came out, but it was new bands that were doing them, saying that they can't come up with their own songs. And it got me thinking recently about all these new films that are coming out that are just remakes or reboots of older films. Trying to bring an old franchise to a new audience, I understand the reason why they want to try and do that, but it's like there's no original ideas anymore. And I think it's going to get to a point where people aren't going to be enjoying them, but they'll be going just for the nostalgia. I don't want to see franchises failing just because they're using it as a cash cow. You know, it's making me a bit weary for Scream 6, but I'm hoping for the best. If it fails, then I think we should leave it at that. But I believe that they are possibly considering another sequel. And if it is successful and they've got a good story to push it forward, then by all means, go for it. Overall, the Scream franchise, it's not top tier films, it's not must see every single one. If you're going to watch any of them, you watch the first one and you watch the second one. I would give the entire franchise about 3 out of 5. Fairly enjoyable, not terrible. So until next time, see ya.